If you watch food television at all, particularly if you watch Bravo's Top Chef, you know the man sitting next to me. This is Chef Sheldon Simeon. The chef burst on the scene, as you probably remember, in Top Chef Seattle, which is my hometown. And many of us were captivated immediately by his humility, his grace, and what the judges told us was some really delicious food. And Chef, I appreciate you making some time for us today.
My pleasure.
Every creative person, no matter what your media, has a muse, something that really gets your creative juices flowing. Who or what is that for you?
Hawaii. Hawaii itself, you know. I'm born and raised here. My family was raised here. You cut me open, I bleed 808 state. So everything that surrounds Hawaii is so special to me. You know, the history that has influenced our food, my upbringing, and just Hawaii is a special place. You probably know a little bit about that by being here.
I do. And so the focus of your food, all local, primarily local, where do you go with that?
Primarily local. We support all local farmers, local fishermen, and purveyors. They do the magic. I just literally put it on a plate. Maybe I heat it up or cut it up a little bit, but we're so fortunate to be surrounded by all of this beauty, and I take advantage of it.
It's really apparent. Now, like everything, food goes through fashions, through styles. I mean, 10 years ago, nobody heard of kale. Back in the 70s, prime rib was everywhere. Now you can barely find it. How has your food evolved in the years that you've been cooking professionally?
I think my food has gone back very simply, and it's a lot of it is rooted in what my parents and my grandparents cooked, and I look towards that for inspiration. Luckily, I have had some type of culinary training, so I like to infuse that with a little bit of flair and stuff. But you see the roots of it is going back simple and going back to what my parents and grandparents cooked.
With the modern twist.
A little bit of twist.
A little bit of modern twist. Now, you've now moved from Star Noodle, which was primarily a standalone, to a restaurant that's part of a large international corporate chain. How's it different for you as the head chef?
It's quite different as far as the guests that we have. You know, every day is having to deal with a numerous amount of people from all over the world, so everyone's palate is a little bit different, but for the most part we're enjoying ourselves. A lot of training goes into our staffing about educating of where the food comes from and the type of cuisine that we do, so we're introducing some new flavors to a lot of different people.
What does it mean for you in terms of what you have to do every day and what you don't have to do anymore, like maybe doing the shopping?
No, I tell you the truth. I'm still faceted in every little part of the daily kitchen. You know, I still do ordering. I still talk to the farmers. I still cut fish. I'm cooking on the line 5 days a week or expoing. And I got into this business because I love cooking, and I've got on top of that a lot more different responsibilities, but you can't take me away from the stove, I tell you that.
Now, this is, by my count, the fifth restaurant you've had?
Yeah, that I've been fortunate to be part of the team to be doing the opening of restaurants.
Now, my understanding was there's a kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke in your family: with every new restaurant comes a new baby. Is number 5 on the way, or?
Hopefully number 5, restaurant without the baby, right? But it's the truth. It's like within weeks. I always have a restaurant opening and a baby, but no, the baby making machine has been disassembled.
But the 4 kids that you do have, they must have loved seeing you on TV.
It was a good thing for me to cook for and be on there. It's something to strive that. Hey, hopefully I make my kids proud and they can look back at Dad making a fool of himself on TV. But those kids are my world, and that's the reason why I do everything that I do, is anything for those guys.
So do they follow you around at home? Do they take advantage of you in the kitchen, or is it just kind of like, well, that's what Dad does?
No, they love cooking. They love food. My kids eat anything and everything. Anything from ikura salmon eggs to, well, in fact, we went out dining and we ordered a foie gras and strawberry dish, and me and my wife were kind of in a conversation when it got dropped on the table. By the time we were done with it, there was nothing on the plate, and all my kids had eaten all the foie gras. It's like, where's ours? So we had to order another one. But yeah, super adventurous eaters, and they love food just as much as I do.
So it sounds like there's a lesson there for parents of young kids. Don't hold back. Don't assume your kids won't try it.
Right, let them make the decision of what's delicious to their palate. And we try to introduce new food to these kids all the time. We always let them taste. Well, try it first, and then again let them make their decision.
Right. Now you met your wife when you were both working at Disney World in Orlando.
Yeah, in Orlando, Florida. We moved all to Florida to meet a Maui girl.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's from Maui as well?
Yeah.
Now, was she working in a restaurant there as well?
No, she was working at the Main Street Hub scooping ice creams. And,
okay.
I was actually working as a busboy at Pecos Bill Cantina and cooking at the Living Seas. But yeah, went up there and met a Maui girl.
Wow. Well, now obviously she's pretty well occupied with the 4 kids at home right now, but do you ever foresee a time when maybe she'd join you, work front of house or even heart of house?
I think she's putting us in the same place and trying to work together. We'll keep that separate.
I understand.
Yeah. No, she does a great job with the kids, and when I'm at work, I'm fully focused like that. I've learned to try to leave my work at work and not to bring it home with me. So I don't know, maybe one day family restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Never said never, right?
Right, exactly. Well, a sign that I see around here a lot says, "Come my house, eat." What does that mean to your guests? What should that mean to your guests?
When you come into Migrant, it's exactly that. It's as if I'm inviting you into my house. My favorite memories of growing up is all the gatherings that were at my parents' house, and it has influenced the way I cook and the way I eat, and to have a lot of food on the table and just get at it. It's welcome you into my house, enjoy yourself, and just get down to some good food and some drinks and laughter. Yeah.
10, 20, 30 years down the road, where do you see yourself in those stages?
Yeah. Well, hopefully I have a bunch of different restaurants, that's continue to support local farmers and, be part of the community. I love to see giving back to the school, from afar. And my favorite thing right now as a chef is seeing my cooks kind of grow into their own chefs and like that. So I like to own a few restaurants maybe, and then oversee that and make it a place where everyone can grow.
Yeah, well, that's the essence of a good leader. You prepare for your successor.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's a pretty good indication of a person's character when their coworkers will say, good things about them to strangers. And yesterday I was actually having lunch at Star Noodle, and Talia said to say hi. She says, you're a wonderful guy, and she said he deserves everything that's happening to him, and I trust by that she means the good things.
Yeah.
So that's good, and I wanted to share that with you.
Right on.
And that you are appreciated.
Yeah. Well, none of this can be done without the amazing team, and I'm very fortunate to have a staff that comes to work enthusiastic and wanting to do something good, and knowing that we have a place that's you come to work and it's a family.
So from the dishwasher position at Aloha Mixed Plate to executive chef at Star Noodle to Top Chef finalist, and now to Migrant Maui executive chef. Sheldon, I think you're showing that good guys can finish first.
No, just be myself, and I'm a product of Hawaii, what you say. So that's
Exactly.
what it is. I'm very thankful for everything.